Hello there, and welcome to Nintendo Treehouse Live at E3.
Yes, welcome to E3 2014.
We are extremely excited to be able to kick this off for you, starting right now and going forever.
Yeah, basically, as long as the floor is open, there will be something going on this stream.
Yes.
And we've only got like a couple seconds break in between segments to get things turned over, so it's going to be packed.
And we're going to be showing you everything. I'm hoping that most of the people out there have actually seen the digital event that we just aired, which has, of course, I mean, way too much stuff to talk about. But we're going to be going deep in a lot of those games. Really deep, obviously, into Smash Brothers, which is one of my personal favorites. But we're not just doing stuff that we talked about in the event, yeah?
Worth pointing out, we're going to have a lot of exclusive content here on the stream. A lot of guests are going to be dropping by, a lot of surprises. There's going to be a lot of stuff that's not available on the show floor, and you're not going to see it anywhere else. So you're going to want to stay tuned here to see everything we've got going on. And I guess we should introduce ourselves as well.
Yes,
people are like, who are these people on the stage?
My name is Nate Bildorf. I am Treehouse old guard, I guess. Yes, I joined in 2000. My first game was doing the English writing on the original Paper Mario. Worked on a billion games since. You're a little bit newer, but I think your experience when you joined the Treehouse was probably pretty similar to mine.
Yeah, for sure. My name's Samantha Robertson. I'm a writer in the Treehouse, and I joined about 3 years ago. I think my first game was Pushmo for the Nintendo 3DS.
Oh my God.
It's very cool finally having a chance to come in and see this little corner of the building that's totally locked off. It's all badge security, and getting a chance to peek back there. And this is where all of the games come from, which has been a real blast.
I imagine there's a lot of people out there who are like Treehouse. We have no idea what this is. Essentially, the Treehouse is the division at NOA that works directly with the developers on the games. And you know, every single time we've expanded, and we've grown to be quite a big group over the years. Every new person that comes in has that same look on their face, which is like, I can't believe I'm getting paid to do this. This is ridiculous. This is my dream job.
Yeah, it's
I'm
a blast.
working on games, and I love games. But
there's a downside,
yes.
And the downside is that we never get to talk to people about what we do. We're operating under such secrecy that you go home at the end of the night, and people are like, how was your day? I was like, it was good.
No spouses, no friends. Yeah, no telling your mom about your day's work.
So that's all like super down low.
And it's especially bad because these are, I mean, we are so passionate about the games that we're working on.
We want to talk about it.
Yeah, exactly, and we can't. And so I don't really understand exactly how we've done this year.
But we did.
Somehow we managed to cut out all the red tape, and we are going to be bringing people out of the Treehouse, and we're going to talk about all our games.
It's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
I should point out, none of us are like media people. We don't really have a lot of experience being up here doing hosting or any kind of this sort of thing. It's very much not our element. So I apologize in advance. Things are probably going to get a little weird.
Yes.
We spend most of our time hiding behind our computer monitors, so it's nice and safe and quiet. So
yes, we're going to break things.
We'll see what happens. Kind of roll with us with this as we go.
And we are not going to be the only people that people see.
No,
obviously, we're going
to
be bringing all kinds of people out from the Treehouse.
Speaking of, do you take a look at the schedule? We've got some pretty awesome coming up later today.
Yes, there are people from without the Treehouse as well who are going to be coming in. We are going to be fortunate enough to get some time with the developers of a lot of the games that we saw in the event, and some that we actually haven't spoken of yet.
Yeah.
And yeah, I saw one name popped out on the schedule at 12:40 today.
Be good.
Is going to be Mr. Miyamoto, who's going to come and show us. I don't even know what, but he's gonna show us.
Some special new projects I think he's been working on at the office in Japan, so finally getting a chance to bring those out to show us. So yeah, there's going to be a ton of content. At the end of the day, we're going to switch right over to the Super Smash Bros. Invitational as well, so this is the place to be. Just stick with us, and we're going to bring you tons of content over the course of the entire show, and hopefully you have as much fun as we do. This is a really kind of neat experience to have a chance to do.
All right, I think I'm ready.
Yeah?
I think I'm ready.
All right.
So I think we're going to actually cut out here for about 90 seconds to switch over. When we come back, I'm going to, I think I get to stay on stage actually and show people one of my favorite things from the digital event, which is Captain Toad's Treasure Tracker, a game that I'm personally really excited about.
It's been a blast. We've played that a fair bit at the office, and it's worth checking out. So yeah, stick with us. We'll be back in a few seconds, and hope you enjoy what we got to show you.
All right.
See you later.
See you in a bit.
Bye. Yeah, I'm very much looking forward to seeing how that game looks when everybody's seeing it. It's so fun.
Hop it in.
Ready for adventure!
Hey, welcome back to Nintendo Treehouse Live at E3. I'm Ed. I'm an associate producer in the Treehouse, and I'm really excited to be here with Nate and Corey, fellow Treehouse members. We're going to be sitting here talking about some of the things that you've seen at the digital events. Very specifically, we're going to do a little deep dive into Captain Toad Treasure Tracker. And Corey, why don't you just go jump us in here?
All right. So, Captain Toad Treasure Tracker, of course, we just announced this game. Super excited. I don't know if I'm as excited, more excited as Nate for this game.
Yeah, I don't think you could be more excited than me.
One thing, you know, that we're doing this year at Nintendo Treehouse Live at E3 is we've got some special levels that aren't here on the show floor. So, one thing I wanted to start out with was one of those exclusive levels. So, we're going to hop into Mushy Monument Mayday.
Man, I love Captain Toad so much. I loved him since the first moment I saw him in Super Mario Galaxy. Look at that. Look at him.
It was love at first Toad.
So you might recognize, you know, Captain Toad from him in Super Mario 3D World. Of course, the objective here in Captain Toad Treasure Tracker is to get this star at the end of the course. What's fun about this level, though, is this game is that you can manipulate the level using the gyro controls or the right control stick to move around in different angles. So as you're playing the game, you see this treasure here I'm trying to get to. Oh, might need to go the other way around.
That was a dead end. Yeah,
there we
dead
go.
end in there.
Yoo-hoo. The game also, you know, as Captain Toad, you're not able to do things like jump. He's got that big backpack on, so that weighs him down. Pushing some buttons, though, you can hear him kind of make some good Toad noises. Here, to get through this portion of the level, I'm actually going to use the gamepad touchscreen to manipulate this elevator.
Nice. Going up.
There we go. And I'm usually a completionist, so I'm going to try to get as many coins as I can along the way.
These levels in 3D World were always so relaxing to me. It was like the Mario levels are like panic, and then you get a moment where you get to just wander around a little bit more cerebral.
You're not really trying to rush your way through these stages. They're kind of playing at your own pace. You know, this Shy Guy here might normally be more of a threat, but or not as much of a threat in Super Mario 3D World as Mario, but here, since I can't actually jump, oh my gosh, I can dash with the B button, fortunately, and eventually this Shy Guy will get tired. There we go.
Oh.
I'm able to pluck a little
got
vegetable
outlast
out.
him.
Oh, I missed him. Let's get another one. Oh god. There we go.
Nice, good work. Yeah, I love the Toad dash in quotes. I feel.
I just love how, like, because he's not the strongest character, that a turnip is like this. It's like an AK-47 for Toad.
That's
you
his
know?
weapon of choice.
It's like he becomes unstoppable.
So in this section of the level, I'm trying to, you know, make my way up to that star by tapping these little icons there. See if I can get through
And
here.
you already confused. You already lost me. I have no idea
And
what's going on.
well, there's actually this secret down here, secret gem,
nice.
and if I tap here, I'm actually able to go in throughout this way. So
Nice.
moving that camera around is really key when you're playing the game. Let's go.
I see. So you were. I see it's tracking your little diamonds there, your little gems up in the corner side. That, I guess that helps you scratch your completionist itch. Yeah.
Absolutely.
You know you've gotten everything.
So satisfying when you've got them all.
Good work.
More. One of the things that I love about these games, especially because you're you're basically looking at, when every level starts, you're looking at the whole thing. You know, it's almost like just a 3D puzzle that you're holding in your hands, and you're just kind of rotating it around and looking at it and seeing what you're about to get into. Something about that is really, really striking to me.
Just like you said, you have to take your time. You have to take your time to like assess the situation fully.
Captain Toad is not one to rush into
I don't
adventure.
think he's one to rush into
So,
anything.
One thing I like about this level that we're playing here is, of course, you know, the Captain Toad levels in Super Mario 3D World were great. There just were not enough of them, and so the variety here is actually pretty astounding. You know, this is a giant dragon. We're trying to make avoid his fireballs here. Of course, again, going back to the fact that Captain Toad can't attack. It's really just trying to sneak your way past. And I love if I keep Toad idle here for a moment, you'll actually see him shiver in terror.
You better move, man. You see
Oh,
that? Yeah.
Traditionally, you know, the Toad characters are not the bravest normally. Oh no.
Oh man, you just took it. Oh, you're tiny now.
You can take one hit. There we go.
Oh, right on.
I just wanted to show the viewers at home that yes,
no, that's
you're not
good. That's
invincible as
excellent.
Toad.
That's excellent demoing, dude.
I've always thought Toad was the sort of metaphor for the everyman in the universe.
And he is absolutely frightened right now. But I think, as Nate mentioned one time, you can almost see him writing in his journals when he gets home about how heroic and brave he was.
Yeah, exactly. In this moment.
So here I'm collecting one of the gems as well, and this is a gem that I think I missed probably the first 5 times I played the levels. So you're going to find yourselves playing these levels again and again, trying to complete them, get all the gems.
And the coins, man. Don't forget those.
All right.
I'm loving the design of this dragon. EAD Tokyo, just these guys, I can't say enough about their designers and animators. It's just gorgeous.
I love plucking things as well. All right, there we go.
Oh, there you go.
Oh no, you see the lava rising here slowly as I'm making my way up through. Just one other obstacle. Oh, go ahead and get this here.
I'm very interested to see how this ends.
Nice.
Corey, how are you going to deal with this, dude?
Should I go ahead and dash? This is, by the way, the fastest Captain Toad can run. So I am holding down the B button.
Be careful, man.
Oh,
no. Of course, stopping to pluck as many coins as possible.
You have to.
You are a man
have
after
to.
my own heart.
There we go. Make our way up here.
Oh. That view is awesome.
Nice. Oh. I love the animations too.
Yeah. What I'm loving is the evolution of this guy as an actual character. I mean, in the original Galaxy, there was sort of Toad scattered all over the place, and he was the captain. I don't think we'd even named him then. Actually,
I don't remember him being named.
Yeah, he was there, and he was only notable because he was wearing a headlamp, which I guess when you get promoted in the Toad universe, you get a headlamp.
That's your stripes.
Yeah.
You get a lamp.
And then he it seemed like he had a bigger role in Galaxy 2, but then by 3D World, he was in a parallel adventure to you. I mean, he was collecting stars.
He was always there. You could help him out at certain times as well. He might have gotten himself into a situation.
Yeah. I like to think about this as like maybe these things were going on while I was playing. While Mario was running through 3D World.
Like the parallel story.
Yeah, exactly. Like Toad
finally.
was secretly going around collecting all this stuff, and we actually had no idea about it.
So this next level that we're going to check out involves a minecart, and one of the things that makes this one special is that it uses the Wii U gamepad in a really fun way. So I'm going to go ahead and hop in for the ride, and my focus now can be actually on the Wii U gamepad from a first-person perspective, aiming with gyro controls here, throwing turnips. The turnips will collect the treasures. Oh,
You gave up that first diamond.
Yeah, what happened there, man?
did I miss the first diamond?
It's
Oh,
up there.
can I get it?
You got
Can I get it?
it.
There we go.
Nice.
I just wanted
All
to wait for it. Patience.
Yeah, this is really cool because I don't know what they're seeing on the feed, but like you and I, Ed, are watching
We
on the
see the
TV
third
this like
person.
cinematic awesomeness
Yeah.
as Corey is doing things in first
He's
person.
pretty much got FPS view there.
There we go. Oh, let's see if I can get these flying bitty bugs
First-person
here.
turnip shooter. That's Toad's
We're
thing.
so gritty.
This is just a
Nintendo
normal
becomes so
day.
gritty.
A normal day for Captain Toad. Oh. Get this POW block.
Nice.
If I can nail it. Oh.
I didn't even
Oh,
see it.
the
I didn't see
stacks.
it. I assume they blew up.
Oh yeah.
I was
definitely.
also mesmerized by the coin stacks.
Going down.
What are you doing? There's a diamond there. Oh,
Oh
dude.
no, I was
Oh,
focused
see,
on the
because he's
gamepad.
he's got the other view.
That's how you break the demo. Leave no diamond behind.
So
All
cute.
right.
Yeah.
Toad's ridiculous.
Yeah,
Give me my star. Hope you'll notice there's a few more
Oh,
coins
yeah.
there as you're turning the camera. So it really does encourage you to explore each nook and cranny of these levels because there's going to be hidden treasure, in the most unexpected places.
Yeah, yeah. That visual of sort of turning it in your hands, like, oh, what am I missing?
Right.
Even the logo is a level.
Yeah, no, that's really awesome. I like that
All
design.
right, got a couple more levels to show. Next up, we can check out one of my favorites, which is the
Yes.
Mystery Mansion, kind of a ghost house level. I always loved, ghost houses just because they're always kind of puzzling. You're always going to have to go a little bit slower. figure out your way through.
Here's where Toad's terror gets fully justified.
Yeah, I know exactly.
So the first thing I'm going to do here is just move the control stick to find out where I'm even supposed to go, like where my objective
right
is.
on
So,
you.
oh no,
Yeah, that was.
you know, I want to.
First
Start out
First you have to
challenging.
deal
Oh,
with local threats.
All
right.
Then you admire
Get
the
in here.
scenery.
Oh no.
Oh, that popped you right back in. Come on, Corey, you can't die. This is our first demo.
Come on,
Don't
come
die.
on, Goomba.
You can't leave us.
Oh no, I'm gonna. Come on. There we
There he
go.
goes.
Oh no!
I'm shaking in terror.
There we go. I think I've got
Drop
it
it.
now.
All right.
So
good
yeah,
work.
I
All
mean,
right, now look around
you
the
know,
level.
in a
I think Corey
Mario
deserves
game,
some
if I
applause.
were Super Mario, I could have
Yeah.
just jumped on it.
Right,
I think that
yeah.
highlights some of the fun of this game, is that even a simple Goomba can cause quite a threat to your
Yep.
character.
You need a mushroom or something, man. Is
yeah.
there-
So the star in this level is actually there. Oh, you got it.
Oh, nice, Jim.
On the rooftop up here, so I can see it right up there. But oops.
You have a real
So-
problem. That door goes nowhere.
So now I'm actually seeing that I can tap the
Uh,
some of the doors represented by this
Cool.
almost like pink purple
Oh,
outline.
yeah, I
and
should
I'm
have
actually
noticed
able to now move over here. It's kind of blocked, so again, using the unique gamepad features touchscreen, get that out of the way, and keep on moving along, trucking along.
Dope.
Oops. Now I'm in another pickle here. Can try tapping here.
And the fact that he's
Nice.
small is like stressing me out. Like this is an adorable game.
You
It's
and me
really
both.
stressing me out.
You and me both. There we go.
Corey did that on purpose.
Yeah,
just to
that's
put
right.
you through
He's
this.
upping the tension.
So maybe I can go which way here? Maybe this way? No? Let's go. Which way do I want to go here?
Oh, there you go. You're in like a back.
What's that?
You're in that back corridor. I want you to go after those Goombas, man. Look at
Want
that
me to
Goomba
go?
tower.
Oh yeah, I definitely
They
want
have
to go
your
that
they
way.
have your stuff.
You got to go with stat.
Want to go? Oh, there we go. So go here. Let's see here. There we go.
Cerebral, man. Cerebral.
Okay, now this Boo here. Let's see if I can make my way past him as Small Toad. Oh goodness.
Oh.
That light really comes in handy on my headlamp.
Yeah, that's
there.
why they give the captain the light in case of booze.
They don't care about any
Oh, no.
of the other lower ranking
Whoa.
toads.
I'm gonna go.
Nice. Ah!
Corey, man, you are giving me a heart attack.
I'm living dangerous as Captain Toad.
Oh.
There we go. I'm gonna try
That's
to
right.
line this
I
up.
would
Oh,
I would suggest leaving that gem be. You're not. Look at they're taller than you, man. You can't do anything about that.
There
I
we
love this
go.
'cause obviously it brings into play like the sort of like backseat
Oops.
Captain
I need
Toad
to put
this
flavor
back
in
over
the
here.
house.
Yeah, are we really
There we
annoying? Corey, are we like?
I'm
this-
just
this is
trying
making
not
things
to,
so-
try not to lose my life
there
here.
we
Now
go.
that I've got my,
There you go.
I'm gonna go this way here.
Nice.
Set this up, and I think we
Oh,
got
nice.
it there.
There
we
you go.
go.
Beautiful.
Well done.
Good work.
All right, so now I'm gonna move this guy back. Come in here.
All right.
All right.
So I don't even know what we call this genre of game. I mean, it's not a puzzle game. It's not, it's not a, like, I mean, what do you even call it? It's its own thing.
It's totally.
The levels
Totally
themselves
something.
feel like puzzles, but there's that
There's
action,
an action
there's
element,
an action
obviously.
element.
You know.
But you got to use your brain, man. I mean, I would have been staring at those doors for like,
Yeah.
I'd be
Wondering like
in the
what-
comfort of my
how
own
is this
home.
gonna
Run.
pan out in the end.
Wow.
Good work.
I was
I
a little
was-
worried there.
Yeah, you were, man.
Well, and I love what what we're seeing. Obviously, is like Corey's no slouch with this. Like, and it's still hard. Like this stuff is not. These aren't cakewalks.
Let's do one more. Do we
You
have
gotta
time?
use
Do
your
we have
brain.
time for
I
one
think
more?
we've got time for
Yeah.
one more.
Awesome.
So we'll go to, let's check out Walleye Temple.
Ah, yes, the walleyes. They're those little like they look kind of like thwomps, yeah.
Yeah. On the move.
This level is actually probably, it might look, closest to what fans are familiar with Super Mario 3D World. This
Right.
one is actually really simple. All I have to do is just walk across this bridge and I'm at the star. So this one may just take a second.
Why do I not believe you?
You saw
It's
that
never
before.
that easy.
I'm in the drink now. You might notice these coins appearing. I'm actually going to slide my finger across the touchscreen now, and I can actually
right
see
on.
some more appearing. Collect some coins.
Yeah, we didn't do any of that stuff in the other levels, but can you affect other things by touching the screen? I mean,
Absolutely. So this this walleye character here, I can try
you
to
freeze
just
him?
dash past him with the the B, holding down the B button. Another way I could do that is just tapping him, holding him with the gamepad touchscreen,
and cruise.
and get past him easier.
That's easy mode, though, man. You can't. No more doing that.
Okay, no more for now.
That's
I
what
just
my
wanted to
mom's
show-
going to do. I'll show her that move.
All right. Try to time everything just perfectly. If you try to go too fast, you're going to fall in the drink here. Oh.
Slow and steady. It's the Toad credo. I love seeing him pulling up grass. I mean, I played a lot of Super Mario Brothers 2.
Oh man.
Seeing any Toad sitting there and
It's so
making a business of pulling up
reminiscent
grass.
of that. Like, I can almost feel the weight of him pulling those up in Super Mario 2.
That little face that he made.
Yeah.
Oh no! This was a little hidden nook down here that I may not have seen. All right. Dash up this wall. Nice. Stairs here.
Those coin stacks are delectable.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. Every time he shifts the camera, you know, it's like I'm seeing something that we probably need to go in there and go in that nook. I feel like there's a lot of things you could just miss in the level.
Yeah,
anytime
I
you
mean,
go through it.
it's sort of, it brings about this dynamic nature of something that, you know, not only is he working the angles, but I mean, this level is operating on its own while you're doing that.
Yeah.
So you're going to see something different in any moment with any sort of perspective change.
All right. All right, almost up here. Got 2 walleyes to get past if I can sneak past them. Since Nate is not allowing me to use the touch screen anymore, I'm gonna walk past that one there.
Steady as she goes.
You know, sometimes I just want to just push the A button and just hear Toad.
You're cueing him doing that?
Oh yeah, I'm just pushing the A button.
That's your little victory dance. I was actually hoping.
Everyone loves that voice.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, it's the voice of victory.
It is.
I was actually wondering, you mind jumping back into I forget, what was the first level that we were in?
The first level that we played was the Mushy Monument.
Will you just jump back in there really quick? I want to see how that Shy Guy was behaving. I need to go back in there. We have enough time to do that, right? We have like a minute or so.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I just wanted to take a gander at this level again. Did you get everything the first time through? Because I got totally confused. You went in this first hole, and you were going after that gem, but was it not in there?
No, I believe yeah. So I went in the first one, and I'm like, obviously it's totally in there, and then you're actually blocked by this wall.
You're like pulling on the control stick right now.
I'm using the control stick to move around the camera. If I were to just go in here and not shift the camera, you know, I can use the motion controls as well. But and then you're coming and peeking around here, and you're finding, oh, there's another way down there.
This is why they have me on here as the intellectually challenged guy who you have to like explain everything to because you didn't figure out how you got.
I actually did miss these coins down here though, which are really easy to miss the first time you play the game. So.
I'm assuming. Well, I mean, it's probably a little bit too early to tell all this stuff, but I'm assuming accumulating that stuff will have something to do with the greater game, and it goes beyond just your own personal obsession with grabbing treasure. And
yeah, any type of treasure you put in front of me, I'm gonna try to collect. But I totally agree. I think you're gonna, Toad loves treasure, right?
I totally didn't notice this, but the devs gave him 99 lives just in case Corey screws the level up.
If he ends this,
it's like just
99.
in case we come out here and totally break this and you just died over and over again, we have 99 chances to not fail.
We demand that you don't lose one. Corey.
Shy Guy.
Oh. Shy Guy versus Toad.
It's not fair. And we saw I'm trying to remember. I literally just saw the digital event this morning with you guys, but we saw a number of different levels in that thing that shows that. I mean, this just seems like kind of only a taste of the variety of stuff that we're going to see. I mean, there was a tower that had Magic Koopas like swirling around it. That had a little bit more of that door dynamic going on. We saw there was a cut of him riding that dragon.
Right.
At the end. I still have no idea what that's.
I mean, one of the cool things about Toad is that the limitations sort of that the character has, and it really like puts the onus on you to like exercise your puzzle brain in this manner.
Sorry for making you do that again, dude. I had to see it.
Well, I didn't collect those first coins that first time.
That's all right.
Cool. All right, we're out of time. Corey, any closing? You won't have time for closing thoughts.
I'm super pumped for it. The game comes out this holiday season. Captain Toad Treasure Tracker.
It's gonna be awesome.
Ready for adventure.
Cool. We are gonna go to another game that I think everybody is super excited about. I know I am super excited about it. We're gonna talk some Splatoon next. You're gonna see some Splatoon.
Oh,
What's
yes.
Splatoon? Come on back, and we're gonna talk about it. Nintendo Treehouse Live at E3, guys. Thanks for coming. We're gonna see you again. Yeah,
All right.
We'll talk more.
Bye,
All right.
everybody. Hey, welcome back to Nintendo Treehouse Live at E3. My name is Nate, and I'm here with Morgan. Morgan?
Hi. Hey, Nate. Good to see you.
Morgan is another member of the Treehouse, one of our esteemed members, and he is going to help me take you through our new obsession.
Yeah, Splatoon. Oh my God, so fun, so fun. We're here with Eric Smith, one of our other Treehouse game experts. Eric, why don't you go ahead and jump into the tutorial and let's see what we're working with here.
So we debuted this in our digital event.
Yep.
I can't believe we actually got to sit on this and not have it leak beforehand.
It's so fun.
So talk us through the concept.
Game
concept.
He's going to be playing through the tutorial. We're just going to talk a little about how this game works. It's as you guys probably saw in the Nintendo digital event, it's a 4-on-4 online. We're obviously playing it local right here. Multiplayer, action, shooter, territory, squid, ink splatter, party.
That sounds like a new genre.
It's so fun.
That sounds like a new genre.
Eric's just going to sort of, what you're seeing is just him sort of going through by himself, getting used to the controls. But basically, when the match starts, what he's going to be doing is competing with his team of 4 to splatter as much of the map with ink as possible.
Yep.
And meanwhile, also trying to
splatter everyone else.
Splatter everyone else.
Yep. And the controls really couldn't be easier. So, I mean, anybody who's played any third-person game will be pretty familiar with them. Just in general, the control stick is going to move you. Move your character left and right, and the right control stick is going to move your view around.
It feels like a dual analog shooter, but you've also got the gamepad tilt control, which it feels so good because a lot of times you're not really aiming sort of really that fast twitch style aiming, but you're instead sort of changing the arc of the way you're splattering the ink.
Yeah,
It just feels so good. It's one of my favorite sort of combinations of gamepad dual analog plus motion controls.
Yeah, I actually compared it to, if anybody played the Ocarina of Time remake on the Nintendo 3DS, that sort of fine touch aiming that you would get once you went in when you were aiming a slingshot or something like that.
So good. It just works.
It's really important.
The gameplay fits the game style and it back and forth.
All right, so that's enough tutorial.
Yeah.
We can actually jump into the game here. And Eric hopefully is going to show. Don't hold back on these guys.
Don't hold back.
Eric, just because we're on a live
so
stream.
This is about to get really crazy, really quick.
Yep.
But again, it's going to be a 3-minute round, and at the end of the 3 minutes, they're going to want to see who which team has covered the most of the map, essentially. And part of what's fun about that is you don't really know which team is winning until the end because the ink is being sort of layered on top of each other.
Although one important part of it is tracking